Hello everyone and welcome to this month's market report, property market report for Orgiva, Lanjaron and Lecrin Valley. Let's start in our usual way by taking a look at some of the statistics involved, and then we can also look at a number of pieces of news that are coming out affecting the local property market, and some exciting news from ourselves here to announce. We'll go into that in a little bit more detail in a moment. Let's start off by looking at the figures for Lanjaron. In January, there were 98 properties available for sale with an average asking price of €136,594, which equates to €1,824 per square metre. In Orgiva, there were 93 properties available for sale at an average asking price of €256,897. We'll have a look at that figure in a bit more detail in a moment. That was an average price of €1,465 per square metre. Now, interestingly, just looking at the average asking price, why is it significantly higher in Orgiva? But the average price per square metre is considerably lower. Well, it's a fairly simple explanation. There's a number of properties that are quite highly priced in Orgiva that have been on the market for a very long time. These are skewing the figures when you look at averages over a period, because they're often advertised with numerous agents and they start to throw the figures out slightly. So take that average figure with a slight pinch of salt. If you want to know more detail about your specific type of property, don't hesitate to get in touch and we can look at the figures in some more detail. Moving over to Lecrin Valley, focusing on Murjas today, where there are only 4 properties available for sale at the moment with an average asking price of €71,750 or around €547 per square metre. Obviously, Lecrin Valley is made up of multiple different villages, which we look at different ones on a regular basis. So if you'd like to know the numbers for your particular village, don't hesitate to get in touch and we'll be happy to provide them, but we don't want this video to become too long. So what's happening in the market in general? Well, during January, we saw a huge increase in the demand from clients all over the world for properties in the Alpahara and Lecrin Valley. The number of inquiries we saw has risen quite steadily. Part of this being the New Year kick, where everyone starts to take action towards their New Year goals. But we've seen particular increase in our clients both from the US and Canada. And interestingly, we've seen quite a big uptick in inquiries from the UK again. There has been a lot of talk about whether Brexit's having an impact, and I know from speaking to partner agents that we work with along the coast and towards Malaga, etc., that there has been some impact, particularly in the swallows market. The swallows market is people who tend to live here for the winter, maybe for 6 months at a time, and then go home, but don't have residency here. The 180-day rule has started to have an impact there. However, in the Alpahara and in Lecrin Valley, we are not seeing any impact of that at the moment. In fact, quite the opposite. We're finding that there are more people who want to live here permanently and not just for holiday homes, and they are still buying, and in fact the numbers are increasing quite considerably with those. There are still a good number of buyers looking for holiday homes. However, they do tend to be in the lower end of the price range, usually around the €50,000 mark for small 2-bedroom properties. What else has changed in the market? Well, travel rules and restrictions seem to be easing up quite considerably. The UK, of course, have announced that they're going to be scrapping all of their restrictions starting in February. And that is going to have quite a big impact, as we think that will filter out across other countries. There's already talk of it in some other European countries where the rolling back of restrictions will open up markets again quite considerably. So now is a really good time to capitalise on that. Don't waste time waiting for the market. Now is the time to ensure that you're getting the most attraction to buyers. How does that lead into the exciting news that I was talking about? Well, I don't doubt you'll be able to read this here, but we're pleased to have been accepted into the Realtor network. You may be aware we have a large network of around 600 agents throughout the world and about 120 in the UK that we work with. But we're now part of the Realtor Network and the CIRA, which is the Spanish International Realty Alliance. And that means that we now work with around 10,000 agents across the world, where we list our properties and interact with clients that are looking. One of the reasons in particular we've seen a very large increase in demand from our clients in the US is particularly due to our connections with the Realtor network. That's where a lot of realtor agents are based, although there are also plenty across Spain and in other parts of the world. So look out for more coming on that. That's going to have a big impact for sellers in the local market. What else has been happening? Well, the new planning regulations have kicked in for Andalusia. We've not yet seen how that's going to filter through because, of course, it takes time for, and I can already hear the big sigh coming through there. It does take time for planning applications to filter through the bureaucratic process in Spain. But there'll be more on that coming soon. So do look out for upcoming videos. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That will give you, and press the notification bell. That will give you alerts when new videos are coming out with more content. And we have a lot more coming for you over the next couple of months. So thank you for taking the time for listening to this January update on the property market in Lanjaron, Orgiva and Lecrin Valley. And I look forward to speaking to you very soon. Goodbye for now.